Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest, man. One of my close friends, and not to mention one of the behind-the-scenes iconic legends of the Northwest, Nudie Rufford.
Yeah, get the money fast, no late payment. She know where it's at, she don't gotta say shit. Yeah, the check's being a check on some day shit. She better bring back double what I gave her.
Oh yeah,
Henderson.
as they say.
As they said. You know, man, dog, like, just having you on the show, for me, is like a real heartbeat.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't come out.
No, you don't come out. You don't come out. You know, you stay behind the scenes. Like, you prefer to be behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's
you know
not worth it to be out there.
I have done some big shows with you.
Yeah.
Like, all the biggest shows of my entire life, you have had something to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
I try to be there.
We did, what was it?
Chris Brown and the Dope Music
Yeah, well, I mean, even before that, we did Summer Jam 2014.
All of them.
Summer Jam 2015.
16.
Dope Music Festival 1.
Yeah.
That was at the Tacoma Dome. Dope Music Festival 2 was at...
it's in Everett, I believe.
Yeah, the Xfinity Arena.
I wasn't there on that one.
No, but my mom showed up for that one.
Oh, see, that's funny.
And my mom and Uncle Charlie showed up for that one.
To come out?
Yeah. Dope Music Festival 3, I think we was back.
No, it was the Tacoma Dome. It was 2. It was an old school night and a new school night.
Yeah.
That was all by Sky Movie.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about 8,000. Like, even though we didn't do what we wanted to do,
right?
We're talking about 8,000, 7,000. You know, the biggest venues in Washington is only 500 people.
Right.
I mean, the most people that you're going to see is about 500 people.
Which is what, Showbox or something like that?
Showbox, WAMU Theater.
Right.
You know, that's all you're going to see.
WAMU Theater be going off. What's his name? Ocean Records?
Yes.
He be killing them with the old school stuff.
Hey, WAMU, Showbox, fuck with us. Pushers Inc., man. We trying to fuck with y'all. We got some numbers for y'all to show we can do this shit.
He always do pretty good with the old school stuff.
Yeah, he do. I mean, the old school jam jump. The R&B jams be jumping. Shout out to Mike Brown. He doing his Christmas winter R&B jams joint right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but tell me, man, who is the most difficult, like, artist that you ever had to deal with? Like, money was paid, but it was just a headache.
Wait a minute, bro. See, for me, saying some shit like that go all the way back to Freaknik and all that shit.
Let's go back, baby.
And development and so on. To be honest with you, the most Washington artists.
I mean, if you want to narrow it down to that, fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Out of all the artists in the world to deal with in the whole bit, Washington.
Washington in general.
Washington in general.
You know what? I feel like I already know the answer to this question, but what makes you say Washington artists are just a tad bit difficult?
It's a false sense of reality.
Ooh. Yeah.
When we get in this business, is to be different from everybody else.
Yeah.
And for me, I mean, yeah, don't get it twisted. In every city, they got a coattail rider.
Yeah.
Then you got a coattail provider.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Someone who creates their own destination.
Yeah.
Someone whose music just transcends because they just believe. They don't even believe so wholeheartedly. It's just who the fuck they are.
I mean, you know, I can agree with you on that. You know, a lot of local talent spend so much time trying to pretend that they're famous.
Because everybody keeps saying fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
I understand fake it till you make it, but guess what? You get called out.
You do.
Okay, because guess what? When you get down in Texas and you get down in Arkansas
they want to see them flyers.
Kentucky,
they want to see them ticket sales.
It's not even about that. Do you feel me?
Right.
But at the same time, if I said I'm a gangster,
yeah,
and I get down there around real gangsters, guess who coming to your show? Real gangsters.
Real gangsters.
Ain't no fake gangster coming to your show.
No.
Cause he don't want to be out in that shit. He don't want to get shot at.
No.
He don't want to take that chance.
No.
But the real gangster gonna be like, okay, well, you a real gangster nigga, then show it.
Right.
But then you got this nigga who's kind of mixed with something or whatever else, who kind of got false invited because he's in Washington. Because, up here we think, don't get it twisted. Everybody got to be the best.
Everybody, right.
In order to be in this business, you got to be the best at what you do.
Right.
You're supposed to be confident, secure, your ego on check, and the whole bit. But people don't understand. In this business, it's about giving.
Yes.
And you got to give a lot in order to get it.
Yeah.
So everything ain't gonna be about money. Because I get the worst rapper in the world talking about, yo, dog, you gotta pay me.
Come on, listen.
He's like, you gotta pay me $5,000.
Let's pause right there for a second. I promise you, anybody who's ever done a show as a promoter, right?
Yeah.
When you say, I'm gonna charge X amount of dollars for that slot, right? You're gonna get the worst rapper with negative 225 followers.
Well,
He gonna spin that bag to get on that stage.
Well, if he had 4 songs, he gonna split it with somebody else because he can't afford
Oh God, he got features. He gotta split it with the whole thing.
So you gotta, I'm like, yo, bro, sound check what? You don't get sound check.
No,
you get a line check. You get as soon as you go on, you say check 1, 2. I'll be like, that's your line check. Let's go.
Hey, yo, you know what I just thought about?
Yeah.
So remember when we did Xfinity Arena?
Yeah.
Do you remember a nigga named, what was his name? White Shark.
No.
So look, let me tell you what I remember White Shark. Shout out to White Shark. Okay?
All right, White Shark.
White Shark.
White Shark.
Now let me tell you why White Shark is so fucking memorable to me. Okay? White Shark, or Lone Shark, or whatever the fuck his name is, he had to go first that night at Xfinity Arena. Okay?
See.
Now, Xfinity Arena hold like 10,000 people, right?
Right.
And sound check went a little later than it was supposed to, like normal, right? But nobody was in that joint yet, and they made him perform.
Oh, he was pissed.
Yo, the only thing I could think of worse than paying for a slot, and the only thing I could think of worse than paying for a slot and performing in front of nobody is paying for a slot and performing in front of 10,000 empty seats where nobody is there.
But see, that's the game.
That's the
okay. Don't
no,
get it
people
twisted.
don't understand that
well,
shit
see,
though.
Redman and Method Man, when they opened up for that tour with Jay-Z and all of them, sometimes they get there and they show up and they got to work when nobody else is. Just everybody's walking in the building. But that's what you get for being an opening act. Because if you was a headliner, you wouldn't be complaining.
No, and then you got the cheapest
But
package.
it's not like that in every city because in some cities people are early.
Yeah.
But in a lot of cities people are late.
No, that's true. I mean, I've had situations in Atlanta where I paid $25 and I got to perform in a nightclub. But it all depends on where you at.
Well, see, that's a strip joint, a nightclub.
Right, it's real better. But
guess what? Guess what? At least you was in Atlanta.
That's true. And you know, not a lot of people get that opportunity.
No, because most people just stay here in Washington and they're Washington famous.
Yeah.
Because Washington is the only place that will accept your music.
That's true.
Because you could be lousy as fuck, but just because they homies, I can say right now, Washington got the most tried and true homies.
Yeah.
Because they be the shittiest ass rappers and they homies just be swearing to God they the best.
Bro, I don't know who these niggas are or where they at, but if you are out there and you are supporting a shitty ass rapper, please listen to my music and please come and support me.
Well, no, because they come to me and be
I
like...
I could use some of you shitty niggas coming to my show.
They say, I'm going to put you
Anybody out
on.
there, I'll take all of y'all.
They say, Nudie, I'm going to put
I'll
you on.
even pay you niggas to promote my shit. I got, you know what I'm saying?
Well, see, people come to me and they go, I'm going to put you on. You know, if you just help me out, I got you. And I'm going, you ain't got 400 subscribers. And you're going to tell me, I'm already on and trying to be on.
Wow.
I know everybody and I'm trying to be on. Then they go, well, why you so broke? And I'm going, well, I tell you what, I wouldn't be broke if I didn't have to do what you whack. Let me stop. Okay, let me tell you something.
Look,
let me tell you something. In order for me to be rich, I got to take advantage of you.
Yeah.
Now, if you want me to take advantage of you, I will.
Right.
But guess what? I don't want to. Because to be honest with you, it ain't worth it. And every time you pick up that broken damn glass, it kicks my ass. Nigga. What? Nigga, you hold it the wrong way, nigga. We got a motherfucking epidemic up in here. We going to IMSA. We going, the ambulances coming, shit. Nigga, I don't want to see you with stitches.
No.
Snitches get stitches. You ain't a snitch, nigga.
No, I'm not a snitch, and I ain't gonna get no stitch. Look, when I got both of these cups is brand new. They're not even 24 hours old, okay?
Right.
When I came downstairs, I put that cup inside this cup. And by the time I got downstairs, I couldn't peel them apart. So when I could kind of wiggle them apart, this shit just...
You must have got this set at the liquor store.
Kinda?
Yeah, you don't put a glass inside a glass?
Nigga, I got it from the boosters. I got it from the boosters. You know what I'm saying? The boosters.
But you never put a glass inside a glass, especially these cheap ass glasses.
Well, I'm happy you're happy to spread that knowledge to me now.
Well, I'm sorry. I just didn't want to see you cut yourself.
You being sorry is irrelevant. I'm drinking from the good part of the glass.
Well, you know what? That is a real G, everybody. That is a real G, and that's what we call the circumstances of Negro.
What? Reduce, reuse, recycle, nigga.
Well, you recycled, all right? That shit worked.
I am Captain Planet. Nigga, what you fuck you mean, nigga?
Hurrah. Nigga.
Hurrah. Nigga, fuck you talking about? So
okay,
listen, you a bachelor.
Yeah.
You a bachelor.
Yes.
You ever been married?
Yes, twice.
Twice.
And still kind of married and separated and whatever you want to call it, but yeah.
Would you ever get married again?
If it shows for it, I'm moving to Thailand to find out.
What would it take for a woman to make you be like, you know what, I didn't did this twice, but you worth doing this again? Like, what boxes would she have to fit?
She got to be my strength.
The strength.
That means she got to tell me shit I don't want to hear. She got to be my friend. I got to be able to talk to her about every fucking thing. I got to be able to I got to be able to be me because I'm a fucked up ass individual.
Be yourself.
You know, creative people are fucked up ass people.
Yes, we are.
And at the same time, you know, we don't think regularly or anything like that. We have normal. So to find a woman who can put up with that shit
is rare as fuck.
And still be herself.
Ooh.
Because I'm not her boss.
No, I'm not.
I don't own her. I don't do none of that shit.
And in fact, I expect her to be a boss in her own right.
Well, no, I want her to make me boss up a little further.
Yeah, let me learn something.
Because if she do what she's supposed to do, then that make me want to do for her too.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't give two fucks. So I'm going to do what I do every day. If somebody called me at 3 o'clock in the morning from wherever they are in the country and say, hey, Nudie, I need your help, I'm there for them. But if you give me shit about answering that phone, then you don't know who I am. And if you don't know who I am, then evidently you're in the wrong place.
So let's talk about it. So would you say that you would invest in a woman who was feeding you mentally, spiritually, physically? Because I'm just saying, women. What do women say, right? They say they want to do.
Put this way, I ain't no trick.
No, we're not talking about tricking. Okay, I'm not a trick. I'm not going to trick it. I'm not a female.
Okay, but the whole thing is...
We're talking about somebody who didn't already jump past the expression of being with you.
If she got all her shit in order...
All her shit is in order.
She got her own life in order...
Her own life, her own businesses, all that shit.
I don't have to really deal with her except for... She goes, hey, nigga, I got my own shit.
Right.
And I go, okay.
This investment is not asked for.
No, it's not investment. But at the same time, you know, because sometimes, hey, I might need invested in. You know, then sometimes I do the investing. But I'm only going to fuck with the passionate. If she passionate about what she do, I'm going to be a part of her every move.
So hear me out. I've only known you for making smart investments, okay? If it doesn't yield an ROI...
But half the shit in Washington.
I'm just saying. How many hours have I sat in your office and just let you just lace me with game? Okay. So what I'm saying is,
but you're different from most because everybody don't listen.
But that's what I'm saying though. So this hypothetical female, right?
Right.
She's passionate about what she's doing.
Right.
What she's doing is yielding a profit.
Right.
She can submit you documents that prove what she's making legitimately,
and
right?
She understands that I belong to the streets.
Yes. She understands all that because she's already spent time with you personally.
I don't mean the streets when it comes to women and things like that.
So first of all, this initial investment isn't even asked for.
No.
You're looking at this from the outside saying, you know what?
She just gotta let me be me.
What does a woman outside of your personal needs need to do for you to make a business investment in her? Because the reason why I'm asking this, I'm gonna tell you why I ask this. The reason why I'm asking this, because a lot of women say they want a guy who's got money, and they got their own shit, and they got their own car, and they got all this stuff, but they're not willing to offer any more than some pussy or a good idea.
First of all,
so this hypothetical woman is offering more than
pussy
that.
is a dime a dozen.
Right.
My thing is, if you invest in yourself and you show me how much you're passionate about what you're driven with, then I'm gonna invest in that with you. But if I don't see you passionate about it, you say, hey, I want to start a coffee shop.
Right.
But you keep saying I want to start a coffee shop. And then you keep telling me I want to start a coffee shop.
Right.
I'm not gonna move.
Right.
Because I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But if you go and start that coffee shop
Right.
and start making the moves and that's like sitting out in front of a goddamn car and you run out of gas or whatever else, you just sit on the side of the highway holding the sign going, or just going, I need help. And you might rob me.
Right.
But if I see you pushing the car and you're in the middle of the street by yourself walking that motherfucker, then guess what? I'm going to pull over and be like, let me help this motherfucker get out the street.
Right.
So the same way with a female.
Yeah.
If she's out there fighting to get what she wants,
Yeah.
then I'm going to fight with her.
Yeah.
But if she ain't fighting, I'm not fighting with her because she don't want it.
No facts.
So it'd be a waste of time for me to try to make her do something she don't want to do.
Facts.
With any woman.
Right. Facts.
And I can't control her. I don't tell her what to do. Yeah, niggas gonna flirt with you. I mean, it's to be expected. That's when people come to me, they go, well, hey, dog, didn't you see that nigga stressing, tripping on your woman? I say, yeah, did she give it to him?
Right.
They say, no. Okay, well, what the fuck I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fight every nigga trying to get it?
No.
She trying to get hers. Now, if he get in the way of her getting hers, then I'm gonna say something.
Right.
Because now you fucking with me.
But I know how you get the hoes, though.
How?
That motherfucker right there.
This nigga right here be chasing them off.
This motherfucker right here.
He like to bark. If she get too close, he like, listen.
What's the breed on my boy right
This
here?
is a Yorkie.
Yorkie.
And he been here 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah, Diego. But he takes care of everything, and he knows who's real and who's fake.
Let
And
me
if
tell
you're
you
not,
something,
hold
man.
on, if you're not fake, you're gonna continuously try him. You know what I mean? Because you like, I'm a real motherfucker, so I'm gonna get you until I get you.
Hey, listen, this year was the first year I've been on my shit. This is the first year that motherfucker ain't tried to bite me.
Well, that's
So I don't know. Maybe this is the year I started keeping it real. Cause he chilling. Yeah. Normally he be like trying to kill somebody.
That's because you be moving too fast sometimes.
Listen, you see how he got him though?
Yeah.
You see him though, he's part of his arm.
See, I never thought I would be a dog parent because I'm used to the big dogs. Yeah. But guess what? But this little thing right here, he got more heart.
Diego's a gangster,
and
bro. He'll bite your whole hand off. He don't care.
He knows how I feel.
Yeah.
So even if I don't say nothing, if he don't like you, he gonna keep growling until you show him that you're worth.
Yeah, bro. The first year he ain't growled at me.
Yeah.
It's the first year.
That's because he like, okay, I done seen this bro before.
Yeah.
And at the same time, he seemed like he know what he doing. And at the same time, this nigga sitting over here on his podcast.
Hey, look.
So that means he actually doing something.
Nudie knew, man.
Yeah.
You have been behind the scenes of some of the biggest projects in the city.
But they don't need to know that.
Hey, people who know already know because they know who you are. And only people who really been behind the scenes actually know who you are. And that's the best thing about it. But outside of that, right?
Yeah.
You used to give me a lot of game.
Everybody should get game, but
on how to connect with these artists, man, and how to handle yourself with these artists, and what you should have prepared before you even go and talk to a major label, or before you even go and talk to anybody who's anything. So what's 3 things you could give to these young dumb motherfuckers that they should have? Just 3. What's 3 main things they should have before they go and approach anybody?
How you gonna approach
about spending some money on them?
If nobody know who you are, why would I spend money?
That's one.
Okay, second of all. Third of all, do something organic. I mean, do something different. There's a million people releasing music every day. What are you gonna do to stand out from everybody else?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be different? We need to create a sound. Do something different. If you ride the coattail of Atlanta, Atlanta's already done what they done. Atlanta's trying to get out of Atlanta. New York is trying to get out of New York. Everybody is trying to get out of wherever they're from. So if you're trying to copycat them and they're trying to get out of what they're doing, then what you look like? It's a catalog game now. See, a lot of people don't produce enough music or they don't do enough different shit because they're too worried about who like them.
Right.
I don't give a fuck who like me. I'm gonna write what I write. I'm gonna do what I do.
Right.
If I want to blend the sound of some bullshit, then I'm gonna blend that sound and see what I come out with. Yeah. If I don't like it, it's on the shelf. Yeah. But I'm my own executive. Right. And that's what people today. You got to be your own executive. Period.
So, if you had one artist that you could think of that was like your favorite
right now,
like not even as far as musically, I'm talking about personal experience. Like, the money went in, the money came out, the show was great, everybody went home happy. Who was the last artist that you can remember to where everything went A1?
No. Well, yeah, it's been a few. We've had a few with, the Will Jordans and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love Will Jordan.
But right now, everything has kind of been clicking with a young lady named Tezza Talks. Tezza Talks, only because I watched this woman work harder than any man. Mm. I don't run your career. Management, marketing, who gives a fuck? Right. If you was a sports agent, would you pick the man you gotta wake up because he partied all night and he didn't get to practice on time? Right. Or do you pick the guy that woke up every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning and started working out and you didn't have to tell him shit because he wants to be a star? Right. I can't make you I can't give you what I can't give you. If you're a star, then you show me that. That means you're going to put in the work. You don't understand. Amigos and all of them, they're waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning doing interviews from Australia, and then they got to go do this, and they're moving. They might be mumble rappers or whatever you fucking call them, but guess what? They work hard, and they're not waiting on somebody else. They don't just hand and say, you management, why didn't you get me the gig? I'm going, well, motherfuckers, how many times did you post this week? Right. How many songs did you release this week? How many songs did you release the next 2 months? They told me, but I'm just waiting on my rollout. Who the fuck know who you are to have an album rollout? To even be doing who the fuck I don't even know who you are to be doing a fucking album rollout. Right. The fuck you mean? Oh, you spending, okay. Well, I see motherfuckers using their phones, video phones, or they only wait till they on the phone to do something special. I can only give you what you give yourself. And if you out there making the moves and working and shit, then I can work from that. But if you waiting on me to do the work and you ain't doing shit, it's like having a football team and the offensive line don't show up. Yeah. And then you going, I got the best offensive line in the world. And they going, well, goddamn, your quarterback just got sick 20 times. Right. Why are you blaming me because you didn't make it? Right. Because you didn't get up and go to the studio. Because you decided to drink or smoke crack or chase pussy.
Who's the biggest artist you ever worked with?
You talking about back in the day or now?
I mean, just all together.
You got to remember, I worked for Sony. I worked for Kim Burst for a little while. I worked for everybody in the music business, A&R and all of that. They got 20 million A&Rs. They got A&R assistants who do the work for the A&Rs, and then they go take all the, development shit. So from Crisscross to Sounds of Blackness over at with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis and Mint Condition and anybody who Sony was dealing with. No, I can tell by the way if you understand the music business because you understand it, but there's a lot of people out there broke millionaires. We help you look better than what you're supposed to be. And when they say development, that means I'm in a fucked up ass in the boroughs of Houston, Texas, or Arkansas somewhere where you don't want to be, with a rapper who nobody knows, getting his ass kicked because the local niggas mad because his woman like him, right. Or he's just rapping or whatever else. See, nobody's in the trenches. Right. Nobody wants to be in the trenches. So I'm like, we just work harder, motherfuckers, and it's a catalog game. Yeah. The more music you got, the more people stay on your shit streaming. Yeah. the less music you got, they're gonna go to your shit, they're gonna listen to it a couple times, and they're gonna go, oh, they said, oh, these are the people who sound like him.
Yeah.
So you only got 2 songs. I guess I'll get back to you when it notify me that you released something else, which could be in 6 months because your unfamous ass is sitting over here acting like you're famous.
Right.
If put it this way, if Chris Brown got to put 35 songs on the album to stay recognizable,
right.
and here you put on Fire and come out, I'm the man. I'm going, who the fuck are you? You ain't put in no work, but you want results. So don't come to me if you ain't got results, and I ain't got the money to give you.
Right.
In order to get the money, you got to be working, and you got to go get it. And in order for me to get the money for you, they got to recognize you. Yeah. And if you ain't on the football field scoring touchdowns, and you on the bench, you're going to have to deal with sleep country.
So, I mean, I have personally seen a lot of local talent shut down stages. I've seen a lot of
shut down local stages or international stages?
Local stages.
Okay.
And I've seen a lot of international artists come here and not even sell out places that we don't seem to be that big.
But that's the promoter's problem.
Of course.
Okay, because guess what? When you see a Taylor Swift concert,
yeah, it's sold out.
Okay, but guess how long? They've been selling tickets for 8 months.
Right.
Well, the brothers who want to promote the local shit and they want Rick Ross, they'll be trying 2 months.
A month.
They'd be like, I'm gonna sell 16,000 tickets in 2 months in fickle ass Washington.
Yeah.
Because we think before we spend money out here.
It's not gonna happen.
We're not impulsive. We go, I don't know if I need to spend that.
They're just taking a deal and they want the clout for bringing that person out.
So if it takes me 2 months, how am I going? If they took them a year, 8 months to a year for Taylor Swift, who is global, to get 16 to 20, 30,000 seats at the Tacoma Dome, then I'm sitting over here and going to fool myself and say I'm going to come do this in 2 months with a whole bunch of somebodies. We don't even like Rick Ross and shit out here.
Right.
They don't know who they like. Now, if you K-pop or you Asian or you something like that, oh, you about to fill the arena. If you Mexican,
all of you dubbers gonna be there.
You're going to fill the arena. But if you say, hey, I'm Rick Ross, I done seen Rick Ross come down here years ago, and maybe 100 people showed up at the Temple Theater.
I'm trying to tell you.
You only told everybody about it a month ago. So what makes you think that you're going to fool everybody and sell tickets? See, Lord forgive me, brothers, y'all want money too fast. It takes time to sell tickets. This ain't the dope game. It is the dope game, but it ain't. If it take 8 months to sell 16 to 20, 30,000 tickets for Taylor Swift, and you only trying to promote a show in 2 months, and it took us a month and then you only had the money to promote the show for 1 month. Who do you think gonna show up? A little quickly, you might have 5,000 tickets, maybe, unless you go on sale or something. But it's not for me to tell people how to do things. But if you come to me and you say, help me, I'm gonna say, with what? And what are you gonna do? Because I'm not about to do all the work, and if I do all the work, I own it.
I mean, so a lot of artists have been destroyed because of their relationship status. You know, they've been destroyed because of their baby mama or who their wife is or whatever the case may be. So how important do you feel like is like sex?
Sex?
In the relationship.
Sex in a relationship?
Yes.
Like it depends on the woman and it depends on the man.
Yeah.
Because some like it slow, some like it fast, some like it this way, some like it this way, some like it long, some people don't like it at all, or she might be on menopause and say, fuck you.
What?
You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, at my age, menopause comes up, but at the same time, you guess what? Even if she on menopause, can I understand her? Do we have the relationship where she said, no matter how fucked up I am, I'm going to try to take care of you anyway because you look after me and you understand what I'm going through. But see, guess what? See, today you got this microwave shit right here. See, back in the day, we'd have to find a way to understand.
I mean, motherfuckers are swiping left and swiping right.
Okay, but they're swiping left and swiping right, so they're getting temporary shit.
Right.
That's a temporary It's frustrating being temporary.
But I'm just saying, you a bachelor though.
And I'm still a
You
bachelor
still
because
single, nigga.
You want me to tell you why?
Why?
Because they don't understand me.
Who?
Put this
The
way.
young hoes, the older hoes.
The young.
Who don't?
I'm not gonna call them. Okay, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm just saying they all hoes.
Okay, the young women want money. They want a false sense of security.
And so do the older hoes at this
But once
point.
the money run out, because money does run out sometimes.
Yes, it does.
They're gone.
Sometimes.
Okay, then the old woman is like, okay, well, I want somebody young and vibrant who ain't gonna sit around the house all day and just complain. Okay, but guess what? You're gonna pick a young nigga who like 10,000 young women.
Right.
So he's not gonna be loyal, but you can't make him be loyal.
Right.
Just like with the females, a young female, I can't sit up and say, well, I'm 56 years old. Yo, I got you. I'm sugar daddy, are you? I ain't got the money to be your sugar daddy.
Right.
But at the same damn time, let me tell you something. You like me for me. Now, you might get it 5 minutes to.
But what about the bad older bitches? You ain't fucking with the bad older bitches?
The bad older bitches want the young, no good niggas.
Really?
No, because guess
What's
what?
wrong with you bitches?
Because guess what?
Why don't you older established bitches fuck with you with the older established niggas?
There's a reason why they got back stores and they got Viagra and all of that good shit. See, with the older niggas, they just like, okay, I'm getting 5 minutes of, well, you know. Then if you got Viagra, they say I'm getting 20 minutes of whatever. But when it comes to the young girls, they just want the quickie rabbit shit because they want to hurry up, get the fuck up, and go to the club. Ping, 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 ping.
Not ping, ping, ping,
ping, ping, ping. Because if you give them love, then guess what? If you give them love, then guess what? You too soft. You ain't gangster enough.
Right.
So they don't like you because you was too easy.
That's right.
Or you showed them too much comfort.
That's true.
Or you showed them too much love.
I'm a Pisces.
But one of my dudes, Blase Smitty, he said, guess what? He said,
my bottle.
He said, I treat a bitch like I don't want her.
Yeah.
So if I treat her like shit, she wants me. You know what I mean? And I don't understand that. If you treat a woman good, you're soft.
Right.
But if she want a hug and you tell her no, and you walk away, she love you more than a nigga that give it a hug.
You know what I think it is? I think it's from like.
Well, it just depends. I'm just saying.
I really feel like it's.
Yeah.
I feel like it's from like 20 years of like no fathers.
But some of them got fathers.
But that don't mean shit though.
Okay, because their father.
How many girls have you ran into that were bad as shit, that were fucked up? Like their dad did something to them, or their uncle did something to them.
Welcome to the porno community. Because a lot of them broads are bad. And then you wonder where they fucked up ass.
Where it came from.
Yeah, why are you so fine and why the hell are you doing porn?
Because that's where it came from.
Okay, why the hell are you shaking it up on Instagram like nobody give a fuck? When there's 20 million men in the world who want you. But you don't know how to accept that
Not one in a relationship.
Okay, but guess what? The guys out there giving them flowers and put money on they OnlyFans and all that shit, they treating them like little suckers. But then all of a sudden, you get that man to be like, you know what? Fuck you. You ain't shit.
That's true.
And guess what?
They flock to him.
No matter how much money she got, she's like, listen, he's challenging me.
Right.
And I'm going, huh?
Bro, I can personally attest.
Then 2 years later, he's gone.
Listen, I have had some, I'm talking about fake titties, liposuction stomach, BBL, tattooed from head to toe, like Instagram baddies, like really ready to just give it all to me, but just all that fakeness.
Well, if I'm
just
single,
screams,
I
hate myself.
I'm single because as soon as I show you love, you show me resentment.
Yeah, it's a back and forth thing.
You show me softness.
Yeah.
You tell me I ain't shit because well, you don't tell me that you know what? You can't tell me nothing.
Right.
But the way you act. As if I owe you something.
But that's what it brings back to, like I said, the generation. Because there's so many generations before that, like I said, it was the whole notion of don't tell me, show me. And we're showers. I feel like the last 20 years of men are trying to show, not women, but ourselves, that we're capable of doing more than what the generation before us capable of.
Problem is, it's a false sense of security.
So let's talk about the nitty gritty. The nitty gritty.
What's that? Instagram?
You know who Kevin Gates is?
Yeah.
Right.
Nasty nigga.
The nasty nigga.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He said some wild ass shit.
Some wild shit.
Yeah.
Now, Kevin Gates once said that he can take his hands and put them on the positive and negative of a battery.
And start the car.
And start the car.
I don't know about that shit. That nigga was on some PCP that day.
I don't know what he was on.
He was rocking it. That was some good coke.
You, as a bachelor, you have dabbled in the young and the middle-aged and the little older than the middle-aged, okay?
Yeah.
You ever ate some ass?
Hell yeah.
Oh, shit. She was bad, though?
I was there, nigga. It was an accident. I'm telling you, it's too close.
So look.
If you slip from one to the other, what you gonna do?
You had two of them?
No, I'm just saying, you know, when you go down, when you're there where you're supposed to be,
right,
and then you accidentally go down a little bit where you are in the crevice.
You might as, if she fucking with it.
Unless it's separated, you know, then you be like, what the fuck is this?
So.
Then you get up, because that's an alien. You know.
But what, okay, so does she have to be bad? Does it have to smell a certain way? Like,
well, if it smells, you ain't going there anyway. You're gonna come up. You're gonna come up to the gun. You're gonna be like, listen.
I know what you're talking about.
Bruce Lee, I got the one finger punch.
Right? Yeah.
No, put it this way. It's like if it don't smell good, you ain't gonna eat it.
Right.
If it's food or whatever it is. So be pleasant. But if you're gonna be pleasant, you know, I might slip from time to time and the whole bit, but at the same time, it ain't special unless you make it special.
You know, I had Huey P. and Ike Watson on the show like last week, and they made me feel like a little homie. Like you the third person, so fourth person technically, who's been like, yeah, like, and it made me feel like I'm like, damn, am I missing out on something? Like,
well, no, see, it's like this. You can't eat all ass.
No, I've heard that. It has to be a special.
When you down there, you know which ass to stay away from. If you see the heat signature, you know, like when it's too hot and you see that little steam coming, you see that little steam, like you live in Arizona and before you walk out, you see the little steam on the road, you know that shit is hot. Now, if you smell it before you get there, the last thing you're gonna do is continue to move forward. You're gonna work your way from the toes down to the legs. You're gonna work your way everywhere around it. And she gonna keep pushing you down there. You're gonna be like, no! Let me stay away from, I'm gonna get everything else but that. Shit. And she gonna be like, what's going on? And I'm gonna be like, you don't want me to even answer that question.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna go around it. And around it, that's like if you got a whole bunch of food on the table, and this got mold and that got mold, and then you're gonna be like, mold. You be like, oh, wait a minute, that looked like some good macaroni and cheese. Wait a minute, what's that
is happening?
Then you're gonna find it. You're gonna be like, well, they're gonna be like, how come you only eating the macaroni and cheese? And I said, because that's the only thing that look like is worth eating. So don't get down here and have your shit not right. And then go, hey, you gonna take care of me? I'm gonna be like, listen, can we negotiate? I'm gonna go around. If you walk in the grass and you see shit, you're gonna walk around it, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, don't smell like shit and I won't walk around it.
And I would like to thank every single person who has tuned in tonight.
Hey, cleanliness is next to godliness.
5FINGER discount with your boy Dre PG.
Yeah, get the money fast, no late payment. She know where it's at, she don't gotta say shit. Get a check, spend a check on some day shit. She better bring back double what I
What are you stealing for 5FINGER discount?
What am I stealing?
Yeah. You said it's the 5-finger discount.
Yeah, I used to steal shit.
Okay, used to. But what are you stealing now? Are you stealing action? Are you stealing listeners, subscribers?
You want me to be honest?
Coochie?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I stole some Tylenol recently.
God damn, did it get rid of your headache?
No, my girl was sick.
Okay, well, like we was talking about the women. Why did you need the Tylenol? Was it to disguise the smell?
No, to be honest, I had purchased a whole bunch of other sickly products to help my girl. And I just felt like the Tylenol wasn't something I wanted to pay for. So I put it in my pocket. I admit it.
That's like when I was a kid, I stole a puffer. I stole a damn, I couldn't breathe. The security guard was talking about, the security guard was talking about, well, why did he steal a puffer? Because I couldn't breathe, motherfucker.
I needed it. You telling me the price of the product is worth my life?
That Primatine said $23.
Not today.
I didn't have $23, so I opened the pack and took a puff.
And I put
Now, and then he says, are you okay? Do you hear me wheezing?
Did you hear me? Wheezing F baby, please save the baby.
That's the same thing with bad, that's the same thing with bad coochie.
Take that.
It's the same thing with bad coochie. If I can't breathe, are you the right puffer?
Nigga.
Are you the right puffer? Because if you ain't Primatine or something else, you know, and then you could have a heart attack if you touch the wrong thing.
That's all you need. Albuterol. That's all we need is a little albuterol.
But let me tell you right now, if the women were what they used to be, and they complain about what not, but see this thing right here, give them a false sense because they don't talk out problems no more. If we have a problem they don't talk about it, they'd be like, I got 10 niggas in my DM right now.
Right.
So if you're not doing right, I got 10 choices. See, before we didn't have those choices. You got to deal with that one crazy ass nigga and you like, okay. But then you go to these choices and you be like, well, I went through all 10. I want you back now.
But here's the thing though. We don't have nothing in common. End the show on this, okay? We know the truth. Because all you bitches be within that 5-mile radius on them dating apps.
Oh Lord,
so let me tell y'all something.
That's part
when
2.
When we go ahead and we minimize our radius to 5 miles, we fucking all y'all. All of y'all in the same radius. That means everybody who my homeboy who live over there and in the corner over there, all of us is humping on all of y'all within the 5-mile radius.
You can't handle all of them.
Yes, I don't have to handle all of them. All I have to handle is the ones that are in my schedule.
Are you selfish?
Nope.
Okay.
And just what happens. There's a whole bunch of ugly motherfuckers on social media.
Well, see, you're talking about the green-eyed bastard right now. Because I'm telling you now, when I was young, I used to get them all. But as you get older, they start acting all kind of weird and shit. And you be like, okay. And they be like, well, your old ass, what you gonna do? I'm be like, shit, what that young nigga gonna do? Because the one thing he ain't gonna do is take care of you.
Of course not. He has no friends.
Now, he gonna have fun with you for a night. And tomorrow night and the next night, but he's not going to look after you. He's not going to care about your feelings or help you get to the next level or help you find what you're passionate about.
Facts.
No, he's just going to take you. But if I try to find that reasonable doubt between you, I might get this old guy a chance. So I have to fight for my chances. That's why I'm still single. I have to fight for my chances.
I'm a bachelor.
Yeah, I'm a bachelor. And then the women who come in to use me, because they go, oh, you got an office. Well, I'm broke because I got an office. So what makes you think I got enough money to take you to, is them $45 nails or them $20 nails? Because I can afford the $20 nails, but you over here grabbing the $60 package and you ain't done shit for me. Oh, well, they $60.
It's about 120.
It's 60 to 100.
Yeah, I'm about to say about 120 now,
it's about 120.
About 120.
Well, if I'm going to spend the 120, then you better be doing 120's worth of a whole lot of shit.
I need a 120 degrees spin on this thing.
Did you burn the macaroni and cheese?
Did you burn it?
If you burn the macaroni and cheese, you don't deserve $120 because that means you ain't going to be around that long because you can't cook and I'm a fat dude. I need to eat. I need substance. I need food.
Well, I appreciate every single person that has tapped into the 5-finger discount tonight. But my special guest, Nudie, If you haven't tapped in, make sure you chime into all the previous episodes. And
But you got some episodes.
Catch me this Friday at Lady Luck with Jay Diggs, a West Coast icon. And after that, we're doing Casual Encounters. I'll tell you a little bit about
What the hell is Casual Encounters?
I'll tell you about
that. Is that a dating game?
Episode. It's kind of like that, but not really. We'll talk about
Do I casually get to get something for a change?
Shout out to my producer. Shout out to my executive producer. My director, Jimmy Spendrix, head of security, and make sure don't nobody fuck with nobody, Big John. And I appreciate everybody who has tapped in from day one, including my children who are over there making noise.
You need an hour on this show. You need at least an hour.
Y'all tap in next week for the 5-finger discount. And if you didn't know why we call it the 5-finger discount, it's because we used to steal shit.
Nudie Part 2.
We outside, man. We lit.